The way that we're going to do this, one has to go from this list of Marvel superhero trilogies. So we have the Captain America trilogy. That's First Avenger, Captain America Winter Soldier, and Captain America Civil War.
Ooh.
We have Iron Man, the Iron Man trilogy, Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. Do they have titles?
Who cares?
Damn, Scott.
We have Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. And then we have the OG X-Men with Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Hugh Jackman, the X-Men 2, X-Men 3.
Last
Stand.
Yeah.
And X-Men 2, X-Men United. That's what it was. So I'll start off. The first one off of this list that I am keeping safe will be the OG X-Men trilogy.
Okay, so the way this works is we have to pick one on the list to be safe right now.
Yes. So right now we're gonna pick one that is safe, that we're not getting rid of. That's like, we're definitely not gonna get rid of this.
Okay, so all right, let's just go with it then. I'll go with Spider-Man.
Okay.
Wait, but then if we all pick one that's safe, aren't they all safe?
Well, no, it's just for you personally, whichever one is your own personal list. Yeah, so I'm picking the OG X-Men because I love those movies. I know that the third one is the weakest of them. But it's still enjoyable as far as the action.
X3.
You know? X3, X-Men United. There's still some great action in that movie.
I think there is too.
X2 is one of the best superhero movies ever made.
The best opening of all time, I can agree.
Best opening of all time. The fight with Wolverine and Lady Deathstrike is like the stuff of legend, and I love it. So and then X-Men 1 is a classic.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why I'm keeping that one safe for sure. So Scott, you said the Spider-Man trilogy?
Yeah.
Nice. Why Spider-Man? Why is Spider-Man safe above everyone else?
Because of Tobey Maguire. No, just kidding. Because nostalgia is definitely a factor, but also I just love watching the Spider-Man like origin story movie, and then the second one with Doc Ock is also fun. And then I know a lot of people don't like the third one, but when I was a kid, I loved the third one.
Unpopular opinion, I love the third one too. It's because of that dance.
The dancing Tobey Maguire.
Exactly.
I don't know. You know, when you're a kid, you just love the whole like darkness theme, and seeing Spider-Man being all dark and whatnot, and also seeing him being friends with Harry again, even though it's like short-lived. It was great.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with Scott, but mainly because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. That's number one.
Okay.
And number two, Spider-Man 2 is one of the best superhero movies of all time. Like, I'll go on any debate on that, where it's like, this movie is it's a definition of what a superhero movie is to me. Spider-Man 2. So.
Wow. Big words.
Just to
Big
kind
statement.
of like ride on the Spider-Man train. The first one that like came to mind for me to like defend was the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man films too. I just think they're just important culturally. I feel like even today, like when you think about like the whole like Uncle Ben like background, like those Sam Raimi movies like did it first and they did it best.
Exactly.
And, like, even now when you hear like with great power comes great responsibility, it's like it's because of the Spider-Man movies. Like we forget like those movies were huge and you could watch them with your parents and like everyone was entertained. And I agree with Chuku. Spider-Man 2 is like a perfect film. I think like Sam Raimi really brought his like horror background out with like Doc Ock and like making him a villain, so that was pretty cool to see. But that's why I choose to protect the original Spider-Mans.
Wow. So I guess we're all gonna kind of pick the same thing. I was gonna go with what OC said and pick X-Men.
Oh, okay.
I guess the other ones are trash then. Just kidding. But
Just get rid of them already.
yeah, for me it's like the nostalgic factor. How you were saying that was like that was also like support for you for Spider-Man. But for me, like I remember watching X-Men with like my parents, and that's just like near and dear to my heart. Besides the fact that the movies are also really good.
Right. Okay, so round two, the next one that I'm going to keep safe from the list. Again, it's Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and OG X-Men. I'm going to I'll pick the Captain America trilogy next that I'm keeping safe. I think that they are I think that Civil War and
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
By the way, I'm just gonna pick the same thing as you. Just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Winter Soldier and Civil War are some of the best Marvel movies. They're definitely. I think they're probably my favorite Marvel movies.
Interesting.
Maybe it's up there in that top 5 with the Avengers Endgame and those ones. It's up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely like some of the highest quality Marvel movies that have been made, and I love them. They're great. So I'm picking the Captain America trilogy next.
Yeah, you know my pick. Move on.
Captain America.
I guess I'm with OC as well, man.
Dang, are we all gonna pick the same thing? Does anybody have anything else different? Is anybody gonna pick Iron Man?
So wait, we can't pick a new thing if it's already been picked. Like
No,
I
you
can't
can.
say.
No, you can.
It's just like
You
our
can.
own list, basically. Like we're going
this is
down
our
the
own.
list of
So
which
right
one
now
we think
I
is the
have-
next best one.
Yeah, right now I have saved OG X-Men and Captain America. So, and then you guys both have Spider-Man and Captain America, Chuku and Scott. So, Crystal and Christine.
It's also Captain America for me.
Okay.
I was just gonna
Nice.
say the OG X-Men movies, but
Yeah, that's a
feel
good.
like
that's good. No, you don't have to.
I like-
you don't have
yeah,
to.
no.
Say
Yeah, you don't have to follow the crowd.
yeah, no, I agree with like everything OC said about like how good those movies were. The second one especially is like another perfect movie, I would say. And like I really love Nightcrawler, and like that was like legendary with that opening in X2. So that's why.
Nice. Okay,
So wait,
we're
so
down
there's 5 on the list or 4?
there's 4 on the list.
We have to
So we're
say
down
3.
to the bottom 2.
All right, we're on the bottom 2.
So, bottom 2, I am going to. So we're gonna pick one and we're gonna drop the other one.
Oh man.
I don't even remember
for
them
me,
all.
so I'll run it back again: Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and OG X-Men. So I have Captain America.
You know my
and
pick already.
OG X-Men safe. And so for me, between Spider-Man and Iron Man, I'm gonna go with Spider-Man. I'm saving Spider-Man. So goodbye.
No
Iron
doubt.
Man.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Spider-Man trilogy. It's great, and it's like what has been said before, Spider-Man 2 is a perfect movie. It's also up there in my top superhero movies of all time. So yeah, and Tobey Maguire's the best Spider-Man. Yeah, and so Scott you also have Captain America, Iron Man, or you have Captain America, Spider-Man, and OG X-Men.
Yeah, I'll just go with the OG X-Men next, just because. I mean, I enjoyed watching even the third one. I don't know why. When I was a kid, I watched it all the time, like on TV. It just was.
It was one of those ones that was on TV a lot.
Yeah, it's
that one
definitely.
specifically.
Yeah.
And Iron Man, I just did not think 2 and 3 were that great of movies. Number 1 I enjoy for sure for Iron Man, but 2 and 3 they're not terrible, but they don't stand out to me in the MCU line of movies. Like they're on the bottom of my list basically.
Interesting.
Juku?
Okay, I'm kind of split here because I have a vague memory of X-Men. Like I don't remember watching the first one, or at least fully, but I did watch Last Stand, and I've watched the second one. It wasn't really into Last Stand. The second one was pretty good. So I'm split between that and then Iron Man, because I do love the first Iron Man. Like it's one of the best. I think it's one of the best origin superhero movies. But same time, yeah, 2 and 3. I mean, they're not bad, but 3 was really like, it almost felt like that was a troll movie. Like, that's
an
what
interesting
It
thing.
literally was.
That's the interesting thing about this list is like they're all trilogies with like at least one
One
not so
awful
great.
one.
Yeah.
I'm part of me wants to give it. I want to save X-Men just because I was, what's it called? Disappointed with the Troll movie of Iron Man. But at the same time, it's like I haven't seen. Like I wish I could watch X-Men to get a good, full understanding. So, I guess I'll just go with the X-Men saving. But for now,
So you'll save X-Men?
yeah, I'll save X-Men for now just because I don't really
Save
it's
the
saved based off
stranger.
lack of.
He'd rather save the stranger than the person he knows.
Yeah, it's like.
Wow, this is some disrespect to Iron Man.
I mean, I love the first one, and the second one was all right, but the third one. Kinda,
No hate, you know?
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
to
yeah,
Iron Man.
yeah. We don't hate it. It's just like Chuka said. I very much like the first movie. It's just 2 and 3 were not as good.
I can hate on it. I can hate on it.
You can hate on it. You can hate on it.
No, I don't hate on it. I just like I'm not as hyped on the first Iron Man movie as everyone else is.
Ooh.
So
Interesting.
I just
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not on the hype train like everyone else is. But I respect it. It's a good movie.
I mean, with that, I would save Spider-Man and say Iron Man has to go. It's only just
Wait,
because I
all right.
recently rewatched Iron Man and I thought it was all right.
All of them or just the first one?
It was the first one.
Okay.
So, sorry guys.
No, it's okay.
We all kind of picked Iron Man.
Crystal.
Are you gonna pick Iron Man?
Yeah, I am. I feel really bad for Iron Man.
Yay.
No, but in all reality,
We need to add an Iron Man fan
I-
to this panel.
I like the first Iron Man a lot. I think it changed the game as far as like superhero origin stories. I
Yeah.
think that it kicked off like the amazing MCU. Basically, it really did.
Yeah.
Like I
Yes,
credit
I
Iron
agree
Man
with-
with
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
True.
And
And
I'm
in
banking
all
on
fairness-
Iron Man carrying the 2 other ho-hum movies, basically, because the first one is the best.
Right.
But it did something different with it, and it really like changed the course of like superhero movie like history. So
Yeah.
I'm just giving credit where credit is due, and
know,
I'm
for
saving
me-
at least the first Iron Man movie.
For me, Iron Man, like the character of Iron Man, was better done in the other movies. Surprisingly, like I loved.
I mean, yeah.
Tony Stark in like the Avengers movies, basically.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I sided with Iron Man in Civil
Exactly.
War, so
So did
I think
I.
he has a better character
Well,
development
how
in the
can
other
you
movies.
side with him if you didn't side with his own movie?
Because
I mean,
he's
hey,
more than a
it
movie.
is what it is.
Well, he saved him
is
in
what it
Civil
is.
War on his list.
Cap
Yeah.
has better movies, but I think Iron Man is a better character.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
I think
Exactly.
I think that's why I chose Iron Man 2 is because like I'm not a huge Captain America fan, but I do like Iron Man a lot. I like Tony Stark a lot. The first movie is like fun. I could like rewatch it.
Wait,
as
so
many times.
what was your bottom, or what are you
Mine?
throwing out?
I'm throwing away the Captain America movies.
Okay.
Ooh.
Whoops.
It's okay. It's okay. I guess Winter Soldier didn't do it
we
for
still
you.
have Endgame, right? We still have Infinity War.
I don't know. but
Whatever.
Winter Soldier, man. I guess that was just screw Bucky.
so we
Still
can
have
run
Ultron.
down our lists one last time to just close it out. So I got rid of Iron Man, I saved Captain America, I saved Spider-Man, and I saved the OG X-Men.
Yeah. Pretty same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same here.
thing.
Well, I chose to go against the grain and I saved Iron Man.
And throw out Captain
The only
America.
one to say, yeah. I did it. I
Okay.
said what I said.
How dare you? Just kidding.
It's okay. It's good. I'm glad she has her own opinion.
Yes, we are
I-
very respectful of opinions here. Like,
I rewatched
Yes.
Civil War the other day too, but I did just fast forward to the fight scene.
Oh wow.
fair enough.
Which one? Which fight scene?
The one at the airport.
The airport.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the Iron Man versus Cap and Bucky is also a pretty
Yeah, that was good.
intense fight scene.
Yeah, I love that.
Especially
fight
because
scene.
they were in like tight quarters.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Okay, well, let us know in the comments what your guys' decision would be, or like your order.
All right then.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah.